Welcome to episode 9 of Mindless Chatter.
Oh.
We're still at it.
Oh, what happened? That's what I wanted to give you. All right. No good, Mark?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Work on it.
Rough.
All right, well, listen, we have a lot to go over. We stacked the deck with stuff that we was watching. I do have just a couple things I want to bring up before we dive into this. I was watching back last time. Is The Fly a horror movie?
Yes.
Which one?
It's a
Jeff
sci-fi
Goldblum
horror
one.
movie.
Because I love that movie.
I go sci-fi, not horror.
Not horror?
A little bit of horror.
Horror.
Yeah.
Body horror.
Body horror. Okay, that's a good definition.
Body shaming.
And then at one point, Mark, you said Dr. Feelgood is Motley Crue's Black Album. I can't believe I missed that when it happened. I don't know if I agree with that.
Meaning like a sellout, kind of. Like,
Meaning Metallica's Black Album, not...
So you
Okay.
don't like the Black Album? Is that what you're saying?
it's good enough, but I felt like they changed more mainstream, and I think
They did.
I guess Crew kind of was mainstream. Yeah, I might have, but I think it was more.
I mean, I get it why, especially like diehard Metallica fans don't like the Black Album, but I still think that's a good album with some really great songs. Dr. Feelgood's not a good album. To me, it's got one good song.
Yeah,
Kick-
but
Kickstart My Heart.
I thought it pushed them in more mainstream.
Oh, it did.
Right?
They were doing ballads. Like,
Yeah,
every
there's a
frick-
ton of ballads
yeah,
on
yeah.
that album.
I guess if that's what you're saying, I understand. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
listen,
it.
don't go away mad when that's
Oh,
on
that's
the album.
terrible.
Oh,
You're
it's
done.
awful.
You're
That's
toast.
terrible.
You just sign your own death warrant.
Yeah, there's no song like that in the Black Album. That's kind of what my point was.
Yeah, no, I wasn't comparing
But-
the music. I'm comparing the.
Yeah, no, Mark, I agree.
Going
Yeah,
mainstream.
I see what you're saying.
I agree with Mark because if you listen to Metallica's first 4 albums,
It's
dude,
nothing like that. Yeah, I get it.
nothing.
I mean, they are like just legendary. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, they became they went from millionaires to multimillionaires.
Couple more things, and again, this is something I missed. Appleby, you said Chuck Cunningham was in Superman 3.
Yeah.
What is this now? Who was he in Superman 3?
He was the guy who was stalking Lana Lang. The guy he gets drunk with.
Wow,
that
really?
Richard Pryor gets, shit-faced with.
I got to go back and watch that.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Wow, okay. I needed clarity on that because I didn't know who you were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm shocked you don't know that.
Nope, that's my bad.
Wow.
And then lastly, Mark, tomorrow night, there will be a special on ABC called Golden Girls, 40 Years of Laughter and Friendship. Just curious if you're going to be watching that.
I am now.
He just perked right up.
All right,
Did
let's...
the Golden Girls originally air on ABC?
No, it's an NBC show.
But ABC's doing this.
Yeah, that happens
That's
a
weird.
lot. No,
Like,
that
it's
happens
a
a lot.
retrospective?
Yeah, with reunions, happens all the time, actually, yeah. Just like the Friends one was on, their reunion was on HBO Max. It wasn't on Peacock.
Who's left in the Golden Girls though?
Nobody.
Nobody,
So,
right?
no, it's just going to be like a celebration. I'm sure it's going to be like,
They're all gone?
yeah.
think so.
Betty White was the last one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Sad.
Let's get into the...
But true.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Okay, all right.
Well
I
done.
just testing
Nicely
you.
played. All
Just
right.
testing.
Let's get to the binge report. We got a lot to go over here. Can we start off with Welcome to Derry?
Derry or Derry?
Derry,
Derry.
whatever.
Was that
whatever.
something else we were supposed
I
to
mean,
watch?
whatever. This is an American supernatural horror television series based on Stephen King's 1986 novel It, serving as a prequel to the films It from 2017 and It Chapter 2 in 2019. So I can just go...
Is this a spoiler alert? Because we're probably going to be.
Yeah, the spoiler alert is implied because we're
Okay.
going to talk about stuff. I mean, I can give you my take because it's going to be real quick.
You're scared.
The first scene was ridiculous, right? That's what I text you guys about with the whole giving birth there in the car. That was very strange. And I don't know. It just didn't hold my interest. I watched 2 episodes and I probably won't go back to
I
it.
thought it was strange that they kind of made it. I think you might have said it too. Like it started off, you think it was going to be like a Stranger Things where these kids are.
Yeah.
Then they kill off the kids.
Yeah.
I was like,
Except for
what
2.
just happened?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But they stayed true to it, where kids get killed
Yeah.
left and right.
Yeah.
Kids aren't safe.
Yeah, like kids
But they
are
s-
the prey.
they set us
Yeah.
up though. They kind of set us up like, oh, these are going to be the kids that are going to try to solve this thing, and then
Yeah.
And then you're dead.
They're fucking dead.
Well, that's,
Not
that's
all
good.
of them. Not all of them die.
Not all.
Well,
of them,
and
but-
and you may see them again because
Ooh.
Oh, because
because it can Pennywise can appear as anything.
yeah.
Usually what the person is most scared of is
I thought
the
the
form
baby
he'll
looked
take.
cool.
The baby looked kind of cool.
Yeah,
It was.
but
I'm hoping it gets better. I'm not loving it, and I loved the book and the movies, part 1 and 2. I actually like the original made-for-TV movie with Tim Curry.
I just saw it last week.
For the time, it was good.
Your boy Harry Anderson was the
Oh
lead.
yeah,
Yeah. John Ritter.
John Ritter was
great
in it. Yeah.
The guy Venus Flytrap from WKRP in
Oh, yeah.
Cincinnati.
Tim Curry was great as Pennywise.
He
in that.
was.
Yeah, he was
He was
awesome.
amazing.
Annette O'Toole
I mean-
from Superman 3 also in.
Both that one and the movies, part 1 and 2, were well done, very well done.
is this story a book though?
Yes,
What we're doing here?
It's a very good book. It
is.
was actually I've read Stephen King, like, all growing up, and that's the book that made me stop reading late at night when everyone else is asleep because I started hearing things.
Hold on a
little
second
noise.
though, Heidi. You're asking if Welcome to Derry is
Yes,
about a
this
book?
Welcome to Derry.
No.
I know.
No,
it is a book.
it's a prequel. It's supposed to be a prequel to
Right,
it,
so it's-
but
okay,
it's
so
not.
But
not-
Stephen King has
No.
no involvement in this,
Is
correct?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
Yeah, because I don't know. It didn't really doesn't.
it doesn't have the same feel for me. Although there was something in the book that they just brought into the series. They kind of ignored it for the movies, and it was the slingshot that ended up being a powerful weapon against Pennywise. And they did just introduce that in the series, but I don't know. I'm
The military story. I'm kind of not really.
I'm not really
Yeah.
feeling
Loving
that storyline.
Even the
either.
third episode, I actually thought it. I thought the first episode was probably the best, and then it hasn't gotten better.
So am I the only
if
one?
anything, it might have gotten worse.
Am I the only one that hasn't seen the third episode?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you didn't see it either?
I saw it.
What did you think about the first two?
I thought the first episode was insane. I thought, I'm like, this is better than the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was nuts. Episode 2, not bad. I kind of like the military. And I like the different plot lines and tying everything together. But yeah, I mean, I thought it settled down. Although, I don't know whoever writes these screenplays, but they have a fetish with childbirth. Because if you notice, the first 2 episodes have like a sick, twisted, pretty graphic childbirth.
It is a terrifying thing,
Yeah.
childbirth.
I'll let you speak on that one. But it's like I've never seen anything like that in any horror movie. Bang, back-to-back episodes. You got.
Though I do like a couple of tie-ins they have to other Stephen King works.
Okay. So the big one is The Shining.
Dick Halloran.
Dick Halloran.
Yes.
Yeah, that's I
I like
that
the
one.
guy that's playing him because he definitely feels like Scatman Crothers.
So that guy,
He could be like related to him.
did you guys ever see Perry Mason on HBO? The recent.
Yeah.
He was in the first season. He was awesome.
Yeah, he's good.
That was a great show. I couldn't believe how good it was.
I think I only watched the first season.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
So is this something that we should circle back with next time? Are you guys going to finish up on it?
I'll keep
I'll
watching.
probably keep watching.
Yeah,
it.
I'll keep going. Like I said,
But-
I actually like it as much, if not more, than the movies.
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah.
I disagree there, but I have very high expectations. So far it hasn't met my expectations, but we'll see. There are some high points in it, but
All right.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Jury's out.
It's all right. I mean, it's not the best thing I've ever seen.
All right. Let's get to better stuff then. Let's talk about Mr. Scorsese, shall we? Mm-hmm. So this is a 2025 documentary series directed by Rebecca Miller. It's on Apple TV. At its world premiere at the New York Film Festival. It's getting positive reviews, and it has a ton of people that she was able to interview, including obviously Robert De Niro, Steven Spielberg, Leo DiCaprio. Surprising, but not surprising, no Joe Pesci, because he's kind of a recluse these days. He never really does anything.
And neither's Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
He
Right.
was there.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
was-
He made the gig
Yep.
He did just come out of retirement, acting retirement.
from cobbling.
Cobbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Sid did make fun of Joe Pesci's nose, so
True.
That's a
Maybe
good
he's-
point.
All right, so
Could be
I
hiding out
hiding out. From
yeah,
that.
I'm sure.
because it's Sid.
So I got a ton of notes on this, but I'll start with some. First of all, this like early thing that he had called the Big Shave, that was effed up.
Yeah.
Huh? Holy crap. The part where he got pushed out of the Woodstock documentary, I never knew that was the case. I knew he was involved in it, but I didn't know that he was basically kind of pushed aside for that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
And
he was involved in it at all.
oh yeah, I did know that because he still seemed to be a little bit bothered by that.
Oh yeah.
And I can relate to that. If you put something passionate into an idea and then you don't have control of how the end product is, that can be devastating.
And this, I feel like the documentary did a really good job of showing just how passionate he is about filmmaking.
Yeah.
From a very young age, he was just all in on this.
Do you know he was a priest? Did we know that?
Almost.
I don't think
He
so.
didn't
I
finish
didn't know.
seminary. Yeah.
I was like, what?
He's such a dichotomy.
Yeah. Which is why his movies are great.
Yeah.
That's a big word.
Thanks.
Well, here's the thing with I don't like all of his movies, but the ones I do like, I love, like Goodfellas and Casino, Wolf of Wall Street, and the older ones, Taxi Driver, but
So you like them all?
no,
There's
like,
a ton I haven't seen.
so
though, when they're
like Raging Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a rewatchable movie. I think I've seen it twice.
I agree. I'm with you.
It's very disturbing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's well done.
Yeah.
But it's not something I would watch again.
Not my go-to.
Right.
I like
And
Raging Bull.
do you
Oh,
really?
yeah, I do.
I mean, it is a good movie, but it's too dark and like it's just.
Yeah.
I know a lot of his characters that he, like Goodfellas. Like there's nobody really has redeeming qualities. I get it. That's
Right.
kind of what he does. But there's such a darker, malicious tone to Raging Bull that I just didn't.
Yeah, there's more comedy. There's comic relief, which you sort of need to balance all that violence
Yeah.
in a lot of the films. No, I think it helps. I mean, even in horror movies,
Yeah.
there's if there's like a little bit of a comedic part, then it helps.
But like you can watch Goodfellas with your family on Christmas and be in a good
Seriously.
mood.
Seriously.
Seriously, like
Right.
Is that
But-
a Christmas movie?
Especially if you're Italian.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But Raging Bull,
I'm not.
I'm
Yeah.
not feeling that.
Yeah.
No.
This scene in Raging Bull where Kathy Moriarty comes in, kisses Joe Pesci on the lips, then kisses Robert De Niro, and then the camera pans to the thing, and then and as it pans back, it's like almost like impending doom. All right, we're gonna get back to that shot later with another thing that we watched, but I just wanted to make note of that. I didn't know it took 30 years to make Gangs of New York.
Wow, I know.
And I'm also like, that's a little disappointing because
Yeah,
that
it's not
movie's
that
not.
great.
I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is great in that movie, but it's not a
Yeah.
great movie. It's
not a great
Cameron
movie.
Diaz is terrible in that
Oh,
movie.
she really is bad.
Yeah,
in that
she's
movie.
awful.
Yeah, I expected a lot more. I remember seeing the previews. I'm like, this is gonna be one of the best movies. of all
Seriously,
time.
right? Same thing.
Like
But
the way
Daniel
they shot
Day-Lewis
it.
is always
Yeah.
good.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah,
he was.
yeah. And Leo was good.
I never really. I don't think I sensed this from him, but that's kind of suck a little bit, right? Like 30 years to make his passion project, and it's like it's not even really like one of his
And
top
it's not
10 movies.
No,
No.
it's not.
Did that win? Did that win any awards for like set or anything?
It might have. I mean, I can
Yeah,
look it up.
because that was pretty incredible.
Is that the
how
one
they did the
that
set?
actually Leo paid for though, or whatever kind of?
Oh, he financed
Financed it,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's a part of their. I have that in my notes too. That's a part of their relationship that I didn't realize either. I mean, Leo's a great actor, so
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. No, I think he financed Wolf of Wall Street.
I think they were talking about how he wanted to work with him, and he was at the point in his career where he could afford to finance things. So that was the first time.
I think it was because they did The Aviator after Gangs of New York. Then he did The Departed.
no, I think Heidi's right. Leo did Titanic, and he was at this point where he could do whatever he wants. And he said, "I want to work with Scorsese. What will it take?" And he says, "Can you help finance Gang in New York's passion project?" And that's how they hooked up.
That's what I thought too.
think so.
I thought it was Wolf of Wall Street.
No, they had made a ton of movies by then.
No, but I know, but the Wolf of Wall Street was like such an off the wall type of like.
I mean, he might be.
I thought they went independent on that.
I mean, it's not like, Leo's not listed as a producer. So, I mean, I think a lot of it, actually, some of his movies were financed by some corrupt fucking dude. There was a documentary Tisha remembered about it. She's like, oh, yeah, remember there was some dude, I don't know if it was crypto coins or some fucking shyster.
Bernie Madoff.
And something like that. Yeah.
Remember at the end where they superimposed the different, like that shot under the bridge from like that time to current day,
Yeah.
like every 10 years.
Yeah.
That was pretty in the
Yeah.
music. It was cool. I like that part of it. Yeah, it could have been better.
So this, I was just impressed with, what was her name? Rebecca Miller. She had a great way. I loved, like, at the end of the first episode, and then they cue up the Stones music, and it's time for De Niro, and he just makes a face, and it goes to credits. I freaking love that
Tremendous.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's such a way to hook the viewer in and say, all right, let's go. I want the next episode. And they kind of did it a little bit with Leo, I think before the last episode. I had no doubt that I would have been shocked if this was not going to be good because Rebecca Miller was given access to like his personal archives, and just knowing Scorsese and how hands-on of an editor is in his relationship with Thelma Schoolma, like he wasn't going to give that access to somebody that didn't know what they were doing. So I would have been stunned if this wasn't a good documentary, but I freaking loved it. I guarantee you I will watch this again before I ever finish Welcome to Derry. Whatever that's called. I thought it was great.
Yeah. It was very entertaining. You just forget how many incredible movies he's done. Like I had completely forgotten about Shutter Island, that he directed it, but I love that movie.
I never saw that one.
Oh,
never
it's
saw it.
so good.
That's a good movie.
Is it?
Yeah. Really, really well done. But I liked how, the people that Spike Lee, I didn't realize Spike Lee was a huge Scorsese fan.
I'm not a big fan of Spike Lee.
He had
Really?
some great things to say.
Right, just because the whole Knicks thing just drives me nuts.
I mean, I don't want to watch a bunch of Spike Lee interviews, but
No.
he's made a ton of
he
great
dresses
movies.
like a clown.
But
But
then,
honey, you thought that was surprising? Like to me, I feel like all the New Yorkers, they like Bond.
Oh yeah.
Scorsese,
I guess,
Spike Lee,
yeah.
Billy Joel, the Beastie Boys,
Yeah.
but like, they're all New Yorkers, so
Yeah.
But then some of the other directors that Ari Aster, he's pretty great. He's a I feel like we've yet to see how much he can do. But him and Safdie, and then when Scorsese finally won his Oscar, how they had it presented by Spielberg,
Yeah.
Coppola, and
you knew he was
and,
going to win.
He knew.
yeah, and Lucas. I
I
thought
didn't-
that was great.
I didn't realize how close him and Spielberg were.
Oh, yeah.
They are tight.
Well, those four guys, they were
Lucas
like
and
new Hollywood.
Coppola.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they kind of
Yeah.
changed the game in the 70s.
You know what movie I always forget he did was Color of Money. It
yeah.
always slips through. I'm like, oh man, he did
Yeah.
that too.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was great. It was another one of these documentaries where you're like, man, these guys are getting very honest.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you're not getting bullshitted.
Right.
Like they're emptying everything out.
I didn't realize how many times he was married.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And
Oh, how about
Isabella Rossellini gave a pretty
How
good
about
interview.
the one? I think it was his girlfriend who I didn't think he married, but she kept like calling him small and
Talking about his stature.
His stature,
Yeah,
like
he's
you could
diminutive.
tell she just kept fucking. I'm like, shut up, bitch! Like this guy's
Yeah.
fucking. Are you kidding me?
Send Tommy after him.
Wow.
So that made me so mad.
I liked the stuff, all the footage of him when he was younger, and he looked when he had his beard. He looks like Jake Johnson. Do you know that
Yeah.
actor comedian?
Yeah, Let's Be Cops.
Yeah, and the new girl. I was like, wow, young bearded Marty looks like Jake Johnson, but
I think he looked kind of like Eugene Levy a little
Yes,
bit.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
But-
You ever seen the, I think it was the AFI like tribute to Martin Scorsese, and Robin Williams comes out and he's like, let the caterpillars go, Marty. Go ahead, take the glasses off. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't know that his wife has Parkinson's.
I know.
yeah,
That
That's
was
tough.
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
So we all agree that we all liked it?
yes,
Awesome.
Did you like
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
loved it.
very much.
I'm actually surprised. I made a note that you were going to bring this up, but you didn't.
Which was?
How he always talks about his high camera pans and most
Oh.
of his movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, Sid's definitely going to bring
No,
that
I
up.
mean, I was all into all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the way that he and it showed that, right? In those like little flip book things he was making as a kid. Like the way
Yeah.
he visualizes a story is just incredible. And I mean, it shows with this so many neat ways that he glamorizes like shittiness. You know what I mean? And just like camera movements again, like that thing we talked about with this her going up the stairs, and you just like that he's gonna snap at his brother as it pans back. It's just like this impending, and it's like it's storytelling with the camera. It's
Camera's a character.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
right.
It's a character.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And
in
he
that.
really he thinks through every shot like that.
Yeah.
I think we also should talk about how he took all of that blowback
What
for
did you say?
Passion of the Christ.
Blowback.
Blowback.
Is
I
that
knew you were
another-
gonna.
that
I
was
knew
another
you were
one,
gonna
wasn't it? We
take
didn't talk
issue
about
with
that.
that word. But there was a lot of backlash against him when he made that, and there generally is about the violence in his work. But who better to he grew up in that world. That was his neighborhood.
Yeah.
Those people. That was what he saw from a very, very young age. And then almost becoming a priest, like going down, joining seminary, but deciding, well, like, no, I like girls too much. But like
And cocaine.
he does have he has a very strong faith, and he's able to ask those questions and take sort of an unflinching look at like culture and religion, and
The movie is called The Passion of the Christ.
no, sorry,
That's Mel Gibson.
that was the Mel
Temptation,
Gibson one.
wasn't it?
Temptation,
I was about to say.
The Last Temptation.
the
of
Last
Christ.
Temptation of Christ.
I never saw that.
Gotcha.
I neither.
I love
Willem
how-
Dafoe.
Oh yeah,
Amazing.
And Harvey Keitel.
Yes.
I have no interest in those religious story
Me
movies.
either. Well-
they do nothing for me.
But religion does nothing for me. Period. Not afraid to say it. But
Yeah, me either.
I'm glad they spent so much time on the doc talking about how whacked out people got over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Martin, he's just like, chill
Yeah.
out. Like, all right, fine. Don't
Especially
watch it. Don't watch
because-
it. It's fine.
Right.
I'll be all right. I'll make
Yeah.
10 other movies that'll win awards.
Well, and it was people that hadn't watched it, like
No,
usually people that are protesting books, right? They haven't read the books
because they're ignorant.
Yeah.
They're maniacs.
So they were like,
They're
"Oh,
mentally
Jesus
disturbed."
never would have done that." And he said, they were showing it and was like, "Oh, that was actually a dream sequence," and it was showing him like you can choose to not go on this quest. You can choose to be human, and it made him more. I think it just does show that people.
Yeah,
are
no, I
ignorant
love
and
they spent
they
that much
go
time on
crazy.
it.
People that think the Bible's real, like everything in the Bible is
real to me, damn it.
Right.
So I went to.
What's the difference between that guy and
I
them?
know.
It's great.
All right, let's go on to Task miniseries. This bad boy is on HBO Max. Stars Mark Ruffalo, Tom Pelphrey, Amelia Jones, and a bunch of people's got weird names I can't pronounce. Just came out. 7 episodes. Follows a Philadelphia-based FBI agent put in charge of a task force investigating a string of violent robberies against stash houses run by outlaw motorcycle gangs. I got some notes on this one. Hold on. First of all, they played Mother Love Bone in the bar scene in episode 3.
Yes, they
Tremendous.
did.
Nice. That was
Yes, they
tremendous. I really hated that. Spoiler alert! But I really hated that Grasso was turned out to be a mole. But I'm glad that he kind of ended up with some redeeming qualities there.
I thought it was going to be
The chick.
the lady, the sergeant, or whatever. she
Martha
was.
Martha
Plimpton.
Plimpton.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's definitely the one.
So was she?
and I think
actually
they tried to make us feel that way too. Like,
But was she a
field
mole,
of phone calls.
or did they?
She wasn't.
No.
She wasn't.
No.
They just played a little trickery with the viewer there,
Yeah,
right?
They did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
they tried to wanted us to think that.
Well, I think they really wanted you to think it was the girl who was
goofy
nuts. Yeah, the
nut girl.
goofball.
yeah. Lizzie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was the first one.
Yeah.
Right.
She didn't make it though.
Was it?
Spoiler alert.
You know, I bet you Grasso's pissed he didn't sleep with her when he had the chance, though.
True story.
Did he though?
He did though.
No.
Yeah, I think he
Remember?
did. I thought he did.
No.
There's a scene of
No,
them.
he.
No, they're in bed together, and he goes,
Yeah.
"I
I
can't,
can't do it. Right.
Oh, okay.
I can't do it because her husband,
Something
ex-husband's in bed. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing,
Lame.
dude?
I was kind of proud of myself that I called this, but I don't know if it was super obvious. Did you guys feel like that Grasso was going to kill Jason at the end? I felt like that
No.
was kind of pretty obvious that he was going to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
You could sense he was having a moral dilemma.
Yeah,
and that he would
but
come out on the right
like
side.
Tom's in the
Yeah.
house and she's getting dragged out in the yard. You know he's in the car. Like
Yeah.
you kind of knew that was going to happen. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
no, I don't know.
So here's my hot take. Did we need Ruffalo's family storyline?
No.
We don't, right?
Yeah.
No,
Like-
but I liked it.
I
don't
was
know.
gonna. That was my next part. I know that Heidi liked that part, but I just think it bogged down the whole intensity of the series.
Yeah.
Well,
I
but
agree.
Yeah,
but it did sort of set it up. So you were wondering, is he going to take this little boy in?
never really wondered that. I didn't really.
No.
It didn't even really I don't know.
And the birds, like, what did the birds?
Yeah, the
have?
birds are stupid. Yeah.
I think.
I think they were trying too hard to have some sort of like symbolism with his character, and I wasn't
Stop
feeling
getting
it.
so deep and symbolic.
They were trying too hard. Well, what's the adopted daughter's name? Emily,
Yeah, sure.
right?
Why not?
Okay, so she's talking to the kid about who's a magician, and he's like, they're like, okay, it's cute, two little kids flirting, but why are we here? Like, what do we need that for?
It's not
And then
Stranger
they go
Things.
to
It's not
court
Stranger
and they
Things.
leave that kid with take care of the kid. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, who's this guy? All of a sudden, he's
That
a
whole-
family friend so close that he can take care of the kid. We'll be back after. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was great. I
The guy
enjoyed it.
the guy
Overall,
that played Perry, he was really creepy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was super creepy.
Never heard of that dude.
Nope.
Yeah, he's
They had some good characters, and Pelfrey's
He's
he
awesome.
plays a great freaking psycho.
He really does.
He always does. Yeah.
He-
who
I
you
think
who
we're
you
gonna-
root for.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot more from him
Oh,
because
yeah.
the things he's been in so far, he's just been incredible in.
Yeah.
So, all right, who did he sell? Did he sell the drugs to the black guy there? The drug?
Yeah.
Yes.
he
Yeah.
did. So that deal did go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's how his niece was phenomenal too. By
Yeah,
the way,
she was good.
She was
She's,
awesome.
she's British.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
I saw her
mullet
in
was off
interview.
the charts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hot.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
hot.
shit,
It was
lesbian or not? What are we doing
It
here?
was hot. It was she was like trailer park trash.
Yep.
Hot.
Trailer
Yeah,
Park
for sure.
hot.
Yeah, but she was great.
She wasn't
She was
trash.
a great actress.
Yeah.
She was, she was a great character.
Oh,
Actually.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, we would all recommend it. Even
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
For sure.
Well, and then Ruffalo's like he could do no wrong. I mean, the guy's he's tremendous.
All right. Our fourth and final one that we'll go over was a supernatural mystery horror film called Weapons. Directed, written, produced, and co-scored by Zach Kreger, who I'm not familiar with.
The whitest kids you know.
Okay. So I was talking about that shot with Scorsese. This is where I was bringing it up. And this scene creeped me out. She falls asleep in the car, stalking that house, and the door opens up, and I think it's the mother. So I rewatched it today.
Yeah, it's the mother.
Cuts the hair.
It's not Gladys.
Comes out with the freaking wielding the knife. Dude, that creeped me the fuck out. That was some creepy shit. But back to that Scorsese thing. You're here, and then you pan over to the house, and then the door opens, and it takes a sec. Like, you just know some fucked up shit's about to happen. And then it pans over. So that was, to me, like kind of a nod to Scorsese style filmmaking.
I had no idea where this movie was going.
I didn't either. We'll talk about the end here in a
Yeah.
second. I got a couple quick notes. It reminded me of the movie Go. You guys seen the movie Go?
Yeah.
With the different points of view of the
Yep.
same event. Garner at one point says, "Suck my dick." That's a big pet peeve with me. I hate when chicks say that.
Why?
Because they don't have dicks.
And she's a teacher too. She should have
Yeah,
a better
like-
vocabulary than that.
The police chief was the Wiz from Seinfeld. I don't know if you caught that.
I'm the whiz. I'm the whiz.
Yeah. Nobody beats the Wiz. Remember that guy from
Yeah.
Seinfeld?
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god! Good
Shit.
call,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
that was the police chief.
Jesus.
The sound editing, I know this is geeky, but the sound editing in this movie was fucking off the chain, man. Holy crap. It was really good. Super creepy, really effective. Josh Brolin, one time when he hallucinated in bed and he just sat up and goes, "What the fuck?" It just made me laugh out loud. That was really funny. And I thought Amy Madigan, that's how you say her name?
Madigan.
Madigan.
She, I thought, was like right up there with Tim Curry's portrayal of Pennywise.
She was pretty great.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
pretty
She should
awesome.
get an
in this.
award.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was great.
I know when movies do that, where they go back and forth and they tell the story from someone else's point of view, it can be really tedious sometimes. And it wasn't at all in this. I thought
No.
it was so well done.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Almost Tarantino-ish, like Pulp Fiction-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it worked perfect. I was like, wow, this is like the way that it was put together. Everything is I'm like, all right, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
in.
Now, Heidi and I were talking about this before you guys showed up. The ending wasn't great.
I would have liked it better if he had reeled it in just a little bit.
I agree.
But I had the
Yeah.
same problem with Barbarians because he directed Barbarians. And I just thought that one went off the rails a lot faster than this one. But yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it. But
Yeah,
I think it could have been a better movie if he just didn't make it so insane at the end.
I thought it was a good, strong horror movie. I thought it was well. I thought it was
chase,
good.
yeah,
The only
chasing her.
thing is, remember when Brolin's having the dream, back to his dream sequence, and he looks over the house, and there's the AK-47 with the clock.
Yeah.
That like,
That
all
was a
right,
little-
weapons. We like.
Yeah.
I know.
They didn't really go anywhere with that because I was thinking like, we got aliens. We got like, is this a military thing? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
I mean,
going
there
to the
were a
moon,
couple-
Mark? You know, like, what are we doing?
There were a couple little plot holes, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
all
was
in all,
talking to a friend about it, and she was saying how, well, my husband had this point of view too. Like, it took. They had the FBI called in on this, and nobody thought to look at the direction that all the kids were running in,
Exactly.
except for this dad.
And not for
But, I
nothing,
mean-
the house is
Archer
all
filled. He figured it out.
Yeah,
newspapered up and everything. Like no one's really
Right.
like they didn't go to the house.
yeah.
Right.
The cops never went there.
How about the forks to the face? That was one of
Dude.
my favorite
That was
scenes.
pretty
That was
good.
crazy.
I loved it.
That was good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That and when the principal gets hit by the car, it
Yeah.
just like explodes. That was
But
pretty
it was
Yeah.
it was like the foreboding tension in some of those scenes.
But how about-
was
but-
really effective?
When we first see the principal running towards her at the gas
was
station,
great.
that was
was awesome.
Oh,
I was
that's that guy. What the f- is
I
going
know.
on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was freaky.
Had a mean headbutt too. That guy, he could have taken Andre the Giant down with that headbutt.
Yeah, I thought it was great. So you're saying that this is a horror movie? You would classify this as a horror movie?
You
Yeah.
wouldn't?
I don't know what the
Was it a
definition is.
What is this? A family movie?
I don't.
I mean,
I know, but like Silence of the Lamb is
sci-fi,
not.
it's not.
Yeah.
all right. Did you see the amount of gore in this? The amount of murders.
In the end,
there was a lot going on.
So maybe I don't like. To me, there wasn't a lot of gore in this. I don't.
Principal explodes, gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
The kids
Headbutts his
they,
gay lover's face in to like you can't even
they
see
ripped
the
that
face.
lady's mouth off of kids at the end.
Oh, they
Yeah.
rip everything off.
Yeah. Oh,
Limbs.
that's right. That was pretty
Yeah.
nasty.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
like goriness aside, it was just creepy.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah, and then at the end, I was just thinking, all these kids are f***ed, and they kind of
Oh,
are like,
yeah.
no, they're
Yeah.
all these kids are f***ed. Like, none
Even,
of them are talking or
Yeah,
I just thought, like, even at the end, like, he goes and finds, and all the kids are there. They just ravage through a bunch of houses, and, like, the kids are just standing there. No one is, like, other than his dad. Like, no
And-
one's going
Like,
to
what
see.
the fuck?
No
Well,
one's
this was-
hearing anything that's going on. Like, I don't
well,
know,
and
it's
they
weird.
weren't running with their arms stuck out like that at the end.
No.
How they're supposed to run when they're on a
Oh,
mission
yeah.
to kill someone.
Mm.
That was the part that bothered me. Well, why aren't they running like that? Yeah, he kind of gave up on that at the end, just
Yeah.
so they could tear that woman apart.
all right, take it back.
But-
I hate this movie.
No, I mean there were a couple plot holes, but overall, I really enjoyed it. I did think it was very tense and creepy.
All
And
right.
it did keep you wondering.
So overall, we got the one more.
It reminded
Go
me
ahead.
of like an M. Night Shyamalan, whatever.
Little bit,
his name
yeah.
is. Like his kind of movie.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
like a gorier Signs almost.
yeah.
All right. What was this one here that we didn't really have, but we all watched it? The
Perfect
The
Neighbor.
Perfect
Yeah.
Neighbor. Ugh.
What a fucking jerk this lady was, huh?
Jerk
It
off.
was
Jerk
it was
off.
it was
Awful.
hard to sit. It was well done, but it was hard to watch.
I didn't think I was gonna like it in the beginning when they said it was all filmed by the cops.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
see,
it's all
yeah.
body cam
It
footage.
was gonna be body cam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna like it, but I did. I definitely did.
I'm all in
Yeah.
when they say that. I
Really?
mean, I know what you're saying. It could be a bad episode of like Dateline.
Yeah.
But I always have high hopes that they. Yeah. It
but
was
it,
good.
it worked.
Yeah.
Oh, it worked like perfectly.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect Neighbors, 2025 documentary film produced and directed by Gita Gandbir. What I'm going with about the killing of Ajika Owens. We should know that because her name was in the
Ajika,
list.
yeah.
Yeah. The shooting incident on June 2nd, 2023, where a white woman, Susan Louise Lawrence,
Lawrence.
yeah, fatally shot Owens, her female neighbor, in Ocala, Florida.
Is it Ocala?
Oh.
Or
It's
Um,
Ocala.
It is Ocala. You're right. Yep. So it had its world premiere at the Sundance Film Festival in January, where it won the directing award. It was actually released in theaters in the U.S.
wow.
in October, just a week before it was made on debuted on Netflix. It's received widespread acclaim for its production, directing, and editing, and its effective questioning of the circumstances surrounding Owen's death and similar incidents. So go ahead, Mark. Tell us how much this lady fucking sucks.
Oh,
Awful. Hate her. I don't know why she didn't fucking move. Like she's in the early parts of it. She actually says She's like, I just rent this place. I'm not going to stay
Right.
here.
Bingo.
You don't like
exactly.
kids. You don't like
Right.
kids. Obviously, you're a fucking
Peace. She's a
Yeah.
piece.
trying to stay a little clean here. So you don't whatever. You don't like kids. That's fine. Some people don't like kids, but
I think she specifically doesn't like brown kids.
yeah, that's probably true.
No, I don't. I think she hates everybody.
Pretty much. She was
Including
a
herself.
miserable. She was a miserable bitch. Yeah.
And-
No, but I mean, undoubtedly racist.
And the kids,
So-
and I'm sure they did mock her a little bit because you're such
Yeah.
a bad person that
Right.
you're bringing this out of these. These kids are like, yeah, fuck, yeah, like,
They're kids.
Of course,
They're
at a
fucking
certain
kids.
We would have done the
Right,
same
they're
thing.
children.
Same thing.
They're children.
Yeah.
And she was taunting them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was plenty of.
Yeah.
Every single person in the neighborhood got along except for this woman.
except for her.
Yeah. She was
And
looking
it
for
wasn't
They
in her
didn't, they
yard.
didn't have problems with each other. They weren't in her yard. She
Weren't in
kept
her
saying they
yard.
were trespassing. They were not.
How about this? The victim was the best friend of director's sister-in-law. Concerned that Susan Lorenz would use the stand your ground law,
Yeah.
the director's partner and fellow producer went to Florida and began documenting and filming the case.
And good for them.
That the scene when the father has to tell. Oh my God.
Jesus. Yeah.
Tells the kids that.
How about when the
Kids
I was
broke
How about when they
this is
asked
awful.
they asked the kid if he's hurt, and he goes, "I have a broken
have a
heart."
broken
I know.
I was
Yeah.
like, dude,
Shit.
Yeah.
yeah, that was rough.
I can't believe how well they told this story with just
yeah,
body cam footage.
yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And you
It's
can tell the
it's
cops.
unreal.
The cops were so annoyed with this freaking bitch.
okay, but
Yeah.
guess what? At what point do the cops say, "You know what, lady? I think it's time you move out of here. You're renting. You don't own the place.
They-
You're
yeah.
renting.
They
You
can't-
have the problem.
Yeah, you do.
No one else does.
You
This is
can't
our
force
fifth
somebody
time.
to move, though.
Yeah, but all right, if you show up 5 times, at what point do you charge her with disturbing the peace?
Yeah, you almost want to be like, we're not coming here anymore.
I mean, there's a way that there's
have
got to be
to.
a way you can use the law on your side to just say, this woman is a problem and we are going to see a bad ending here if she continues
Yeah.
to live here. So hopefully this serves as an example for other cases around the country.
I mean, there's only so much they can do. You could tell that they knew from the first body cam footage you see of them interviewing the mother that she says hit her with the sign. It was Ajike. She accused her of throwing the sign at her and hitting her with the sign. And you could just tell she's standing there and she's speaking to them very calmly. Ajike, and she's this woman,
And how angry you've been when she goes back to the house afterwards and like that one woman.
I know.
That one woman who's losing her shit. I'm like, I
was
am
angry.
So with you.
I was angry. I
I'm
was like, yeah, I wanted to scream at her because the cops are there protecting her from
Yeah.
getting hurt.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Almost like rub it in their faces. a
like
little
what
bit.
else? What else did they need? It's like
Like, she didn't have to be
why
there.
is she walking around? Why is she
yeah.
in this neighborhood? Why
She
is
could
she
send her
even
dumb
not
family to
sitting in
get
a
her
cell?
shit.
She should have been sitting in a cell because she did admit to it. Although she did try to
She
use
tried
the
to
defense of
stand-
the
yeah,
stand your
stand your
ground
ground,
defense,
which-
but there was plenty of evidence already. I do appreciate that they wanted to build a good case against her, but I mean, it was all right there.
And then
It
they
was
gave
cut
her
and
the
dry.
notebook. What will you say to the kids? You can write it down, whatever. And it was,
The only
This
time she
asshole.
showed any
Yeah.
emotion was when she knew that she was going to jail.
oh, and then she's like, no,
Yeah.
no, I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm not going.
I'm not
Yeah.
going.
Right.
I'm
Then
not
she
going.
got upset.
I'm like, bitch, you're going.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if she was just trying to play the insanity plea card there or if she was just felt that entitled.
I think
and
she
that-
felt that
I think she
entitled.
felt
that
that,
yeah.
She's like, they're in this, yeah.
Oh, and there was
No,
another-
I got. She's like, stand your ground. I got it.
There was another scene.
Unbelievable.
There's other footage where they refer to her as doctor, or she says Dr. Lawrence.
yeah.
Did you guys
I
catch
missed
that?
that.
I did.
I'm like, doctor or what?
She tried to pass herself off as a doctor.
Yeah, that I was like, whoa, that's it. That's all we're gonna.
That's all. You're not going to
I'm
investigate that
I'm
at all?
like, doctor,
And
doctor.
even
Like,
when
we don't know what she does for a living.
Dr.
She
Detroit?
works out of her house.
Yeah, right.
apparently,
Yeah.
but-
I would have loved to know a little more about her background,
Yeah.
how she got there, and
I don't want to know
Creepy.
anything else about her.
And
I
if you're
just want her
such a
to rot in
racist
jail.
person, which she clearly was, why would you move into that neighborhood to begin with?
I don't know.
Right?
I think
I think she thought that
hated
she had
everybody.
it was entitlement. Why should I be inconvenienced? Why should these people
Yeah. It's just
bother
going to.
me? She's just a horrible person.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to sum it up.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Something
move
never
on.
gets out.
Let's
I
move
think
on.
so.
We got some long overdue movie reviews. All right. While I was getting sidetracked by that, I forgot to pull up Bad Words. So this is a 2013 black comedy film directed by Jason Bateman, written by Andrew Dodge. This was Jason Bateman's film directorial debut. Stars him as a middle-aged 8th grade dropout who enters the National Golden Quill Spelling Bee through a loophole. Also stars Catherine Hahn, Rohan Chan, Ben Falcone, Philip Baker Hall, and Allison Janney. This movie was fucking tremendous. I freaking love this movie.
Yes.
So funny.
Yes.
Bateman's awesome. I think so. I just have some quotes because
I hope you have my favorite one.
so he was I think he's arguing with the kid in the hotel. And he said, "Will you just say some bad words, you Quaker?" I couldn't believe he said that. And then talking to the actress who plays a great bitch. She was in The Hangover, and she came up to him at in the restaurant or something? Remember, she confronted
she was
him.
one of the
Yeah.
moms.
She was Stu's
elephant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's like- it's like-
Rachel Harris.
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, it looks like an elephant's trunk down there."
Gray and hanging.
So bad.
How about your boy, Mr. Bookman?
Yeah. So Baker Hall.
Great.
Yeah, he's always good. I have to say, the only thing is, and this is kind of like what we were talking about with Task. I thought it was a little bit of a Hollywood ending. It's kind of cheesy. I didn't understand why he just did. I miss something where all of a sudden he's like, "Okay, I don't want to win it now," and the other kid win, and then they
So I
started.
think he was like, I proved my point. Like, this is such a shit show that I've proved my point. I'm out. I'm gonna let the kid win.
Yeah, okay.
And he did.
I guess
he
so.
did care about the kid.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
though, can we talk about how cute that kid was?
Yeah, he was
He
great.
was like one of
Yeah.
the cutest kids I've ever seen.
Yep.
What if he knew what he was getting into when he got into that movie? I'm sure he did.
He was great. He was
Oh,
just
yeah.
so
Oh,
great
he was
in the
Yeah,
role.
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They had a good dynamic.
He was so annoying. It was
Which
perfect.
who brought this title up? This movie title.
That was
Thank
you,
you,
App?
because
Yeah.
it made
I
me.
knew he'd
I
like
watched
it.
it again
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I hadn't watched it. I loved it the first time I saw it, but I think I liked it even more watching it again.
Well, we were talking about the show Black Rabbit. Bateman was just in how he plays
Yes.
a
Yeah,
scumbag,
that's
and
what
I'm
we were
like,
talking about,
this
yeah.
is
Right.
not the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
I loved one of my favorite lines is when they were standing outside and they were mad that he was doing the spelling bee and someone said something. I think it was Allison Janney's character. And he was like, "Oh, we're doing insults now because your potholder vest is about to take heavy fire."
Yeah.
Like, it's just his little. I think that's a good reason to watch it a second time is because,
They-
like with Vince Vaughn movies, like he has these little throwaway lines and they're just so good.
This is the part when the
exactly what I was
kid
thinking of.
says something. He goes, "This soda pop is delicious," and Bateman goes, "I just say this soda, or you're just gonna get raped."
That's great. Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Oh yeah. It's such an underrated movie. It
It
really
is.
is.
The dialogue is just even on the
He's-
plane.
he's
Right in
really-
the beginning, on the plane, when the kid's just annoying the fuck out of him, he's just hammering him.
Ruthless.
He's really great at delivering deadpan punchlines.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good.
Brutal honesty.
Yeah. I loved it, man. I thought it was great.
The sex scene. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Catherine Hahn is brilliant.
Oh, she's awesome.
She was great.
She's
She
great.
was really good.
All right. Heidi, you want to do some cool runnings?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You'd never
All
seen
right.
this before, huh?
So I've seen bits of it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought I'd seen more of it. No, I mean I don't think you could avoid that movie when it came out, but I just for whatever reason, even as much as I love John Candy, had never watched it. So what this was about the Jamaican bobsled team in what year?
1988.
88. So I mean, you've got John Candy, Malik Yoba, Dougie Doug. This was so much fun. I mean, it wasn't the greatest movie ever, but it was.
Don't forget Leon.
Leon, yes, fantastic, feel good movie. About a true story, and the guy that there was a scene where Junior's dad, who was against him being, you're going to embarrass our family, you're going to bring shame upon us. When he showed up, it was that perfect Hollywood, right? He looks up and he sees them there, and he's got the shirt, and it was when they'd crashed, so they're carrying the bobsled back. But it just showed the heart and the dedication, and it was one of those movies. So, and I just love seeing John Candy again. But
he's the best part of the movie, in my opinion.
I mean, they're all good, but he's definitely the best part. He always brings the heart. So there was in March of this year, they did a Comic-Con, and I think they'd have it they did this one in Hartford, and they had everyone show up, obviously, except for John Candy. But they all had very warm remembrances of John Candy and, filming with him. And so.
Seemed like everyone probably had a good time making that movie. It just seemed like a good vibe.
Yeah.
You
could tell it was just
Did you watch it, Mark?
I did.
You seen it before?
I
no?
saw it the first time it came out.
Yeah.
I didn't go back to it, so I did watch it again.
Same here.
I mean, it wasn't great
I thought it
cinema.
started slow.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It got better, obviously, when they got to the Olympics. I kind of looked up a little bit. I guess they made up the whole cheating part of Candy's character cheating. I guess that's not a true story.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a docu-film. It's considered loosely based on it. So there's a lot of
And
I can go into other stuff with that, but
there's a lot. But I mean, overall, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a very
it wasn't great cinema.
It's a very formulaic, fish out of water kind of comedy.
Yes.
I actually don't think it aged well. A lot of times, I just thought it was a really like the cheesy Jamaican pop music.
Yeah.
It was a little corny. It didn't really age well, but Candy's always good. Mm-hmm. And there was one scene, of course, the editor and me. There's this one scene when they're practicing and they crash, and like one guy kind of like face plants. And they showed that, and then they did a sequence of other crashes, and then they showed that same scene with the guy's same move, and I just thought, well, that's kind of cheesy right there.
But they did use some real footage.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah.
So they do it in the movie that it was the crash was due to a mechanical structure failure with the front left blade is not correct. They actually crashed because they just weren't good. And it says,
but that wasn't good for the story.
The crash occurred on the run. It was deemed to occur due to driver inexperience, excess speed, and regressing the turn too high, which caused the sled to become unstable and top heavy, leading it to topple on its left side. Real footage of the crash was used in the film, but was heavily edited. None of the characters suffered injuries. And it was not as it says the film depicts the team carrying the sled to the finish line to a slow build standing ovation.
I was like, is that the first slow clap?
Yeah, I know that was that's total cliche.
Yeah.
In reality, the team walked next to it, not holding it above their heads, and received some sporadic applause. So they Hollywoodized it up a little bit. Yeah. So it actually was not as good as I remembered it. I'm with you. I saw it once and I thought it was neat, and I think I just like John Candy, so he's always good. But overall, I thought it was kind of cheesy.
It's a good, clean movie.
Yeah. He kind of had like the Uncle Buck role a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just not.
He was a little crusty, but then he.
Yeah. Had the sordid past.
There was this. This is a so stupid line, but it did make me laugh. The guy there doesn't like him. He sees in the airport. And he says, "It's been a long time." And the guy walks away, and he goes, "Obviously not long enough." It just cracked me up. It was funny.
How about the names of the characters? Yul Brenner, Sanka Coffee.
Yeah, Sanka. Yeah, that's great. All right, Mark. Quiz show. Hit it.
Show. Overall, good movie.
Oh, all right.
I can't complain too much. It was long.
Yeah,
I think they really dragged the story out. I guess if anyone knows,
this is a 1994 film. 94 is probably one of the greatest years for American movies, but they call it a historical mystery drama film. Directed and produced by Robert Redford, dramatizing the 21 quiz show scandal in the 1950s. So it stars John Turturro, Rob Moreau, Ray Fiennes, and Paul Schofield as his dad is really good. Hank Azaria, who this is really early in Hank Azaria's career.
Very early, yeah.
And
pre-Heat.
Yeah. Mira Sorvino.
Yep.
Our boy Shooter McGavin.
Yes.
And then
Maura Tierney.
And
Very underrated.
Martin Scorsese as the what is he, like the owner of Geritol?
The pharmaceutical.
And Barry Levinson plays Dave Garroway.
Yep.
Yeah, so you thought it was long?
I thought it was too long for a non-action movie. To just a lot of dialogue and just I thought they just dragged it out. Again, it's still good. I like the opening scene though. That Chrysler 300 is a fucking beautiful car. That white, oh my god! I was like, that's better looking than any woman I've ever dated.
Yep, you got to get out more, dude.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
All right. So the problem I have, and this is with a lot of true story movies, the suspense is kind of gone. So they have where Herbie is supposed to take the dive.
Yep.
Right? He's going to answer the question wrong. Well, we already know we know that he's going to answer it wrong. So they kind of building up like he's going, like, is he not gonna? I don't know if maybe they're trying to build the character. Maybe that's what it is. But for me, I already know. I know he's taking the dive. And then I also know that the other character is getting all the answers because we already know this.
But you didn't know that.
So they're trying to build it up to like, oh, is he gonna? Because he walks out like, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna take the answers. I'm gonna be on the up and up. And then he does. Well, of course he does because we know that they all got in trouble for this. So that kind of.
But how well did you know the story? Did you know that John Turturro's character?
The problem is I did look it up beforehand. Okay. Mm-hmm. But it's common knowledge, I guess.
But to me, it's not necessarily about the actual scandal itself, is as much as it's a character study on the Van Dorens and also a bigger reflection of just like the world and television back then and how they handled those kind of like.
Right.
If this happened today, it's not even a thing, right? Like
it did make me. Think
we all assume that
reality TV,
exactly, right?
But
so it's not a thing.
Made up.
It made me think about Ken Jennings, the longtime Jeopardy winner.
Yeah.
Who's now is he hosting now? Yeah. What if they were just giving Ken the answers? That would be a scandal now because that's supposed to
That's
be
true.
a regular.
So Robert Redford remembered seeing the 21 show as a kid and the episode when this happened and how he thought he was watching bad actors, not genuine contestants.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, and he apparently always wanted to make a movie about it.
I thought it was interesting that Charles Van Doren was described when I did some reading about this after I watched it. He was described as this handsome, dashing guy, and I looked at pictures of him in real life. No, he wasn't. He was no Ralph Fiennes.
So they call it Hollywood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for the time people thought he was. Yeah. I don't know.
There's a funny part of the scene where it's real quick too. Like you might not even caught it. So that they're talking about Herbie, right, when he's winning. And then they go into the back room, and the lady goes, "Yeah, he's got a face for radio."
Oh yeah.
Like I can relate to that.
He stole the show in that movie.
Yeah.
Who, Turturro?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I was like,
he's always great.
Is this Adam Sandler's favorite movie? He's got Shooter and fucking the Butler for Deeds.
Turturro's he's very good at that sort of manic energy.
Yeah.
Right, because he was obsessed with this, with getting. Yeah. Well, he was also he was really hurting for money. So he needed to keep going, but
so Mark, I think that's why they showed. I think when that scene you were talking about, where you're like, look, he's going to do it.
Right.
I think it's showing his internal struggle, his conflict, and like this is going to be a problem.
Right.
Like this. Whether he does it or not, this is a problem, and you can see it. Like you could see he was kind of like becoming a little unhinged. Yeah. Because remember when Charlie wins and he like looks at him with that weird face.
Yeah.
It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So
his awkwardness was, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say they condensed a lot of this stuff down. The whole thing of chasing down Van Doren took 3 years, not 1 year.
Wow.
When he incorrectly, when he didn't get the answer Marty correct, that was not the question that ended the game. They actually went on for like a whole paragraph of how the game went on until Van Doren elected to stop at one point, and he won by an 18-10 score. I don't really know how the show works, but
I didn't get it.
So they they definitely manipulated a lot of it for, Hollywood effect, artistic license, as they say. I love this movie. I used to have it on VHS. I just thought that it was really well done, almost like we talked about 8 Men Out, and just it was really good depiction of that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just how
I think they could have tightened it up.
No, you're probably right. I did like the I thought the guy that played his dad was really good.
Yeah.
What a voice that guy has.
Schofield.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
So I remembered him. Initially, I just heard the voice, and I said, "How do I know this guy?" And I couldn't think of anything I'd seen him in. And he was in The Crucible with Daniel Day-Lewis. He was one of the judges. It was about the Salem witch trials. It was based on Arthur Miller's play, and he that voice I was just like, yeah, this guy is incredible. He definitely should have done radio.
Mark, do you know that the guy that Shooter McGavin played in real life was the host of the Joker's Wild when we were kids?
No.
Yeah. Jack Barry.
Yeah.
And the guy that played...
Actually, didn't
He was one of them. He was one of them.
So at the end of the movie, I think they say that the two guys that worked for the...
Yeah, not Hank Azaria, the other guy, and Shooter McGavin. Those
went
two
on
people
to-
in real
to
life
Joker, right.
did the Joker's
Yeah.
Wild. Yep. Yep, when we were kids.
Charles Van Doren taught at UConn. He lived
Yeah.
in Cornwall, Connecticut.
Oh, yeah, he did, yeah.
And he died when he was like 93
Good run.
in 2019.
Final take.
Go.
If you didn't learn anything out of this movie, the one thing I learned, there is a lake in Peru, I believe it is, that is named Titicaca. That's amazing.
You'd never heard
I
Lake
never heard
Titicaca
that. I've
before?
never heard of Titicaca.
Wow. I think it's more amazing.
That would have been my nickname.
I think
in
it's
high
more
school if
amazing
I
that
knew
you haven't heard that before.
I know.
Yeah, I've always known
I'm
that.
dumb.
Your life is complete for seeing this movie.
Oh, it is.
You're welcome.
Just for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, next month on the Mindless Chatter podcast, we are going to review 4 new things coming out. Alex to A-Rod, Stranger Things is coming back, Being Eddie, which we hope is going to be good, and The Chair Company. So you're going to want to check us out for that. And then the Long Overdue Movie Reviews. Mark's going to check out Shutter Island. I'm going to check out Beer League, and our man App is going to have a thrilling time watching About Time.
Great.
Thanks to Heidi. We'll see you all next month.